All right, I was gonna go fishing this morning, but the forecast was for a hellacious line of storms to move through, and that's about to happen. So I punted my trip till this afternoon. That'll allow me to take advantage of a falling tide, so believe me, I'm not singing the blues. After this rain passes through, I'll be heading out there. Come along with me, let's see what we can find. All right, we're on site here in the marsh, about to launch. Rain all around us. Looks like we might have a little bit of a window though. It's currently 12:03. Definitely still got a hard rising tide. It's gonna fall at some point, but it's not yet. But let's go ahead and get the Avid in the water. All right, I've come to the armored shoreline of a big lake. There are rocks along here. Trust me, you can't see them. They're covered by this high tide, but they're there. You know, this is the time of year I start looking for whatever will bite. So I'm hoping to catch some reds, maybe some straggler trout, flounder, who knows what at these rocks. This time of year, I really look for clean water, and I've definitely found it. So I got that working in my favor. A little bit breezy out here. May not be able to stay in this big lake long, but we'll see. I'm ready to make my first cast. I'll probably throw an assortment of baits today, but my first cast will be with this Purple Nurple Bill Lewis ATV. I'm gonna try and work that right along the edge of those rocks. Water's absolutely pristine, really nice. I do like the fact that these rocks are covered because bait will get pushed over those rocks. Now, obviously you'd rather be on the other side where the tide is pushing into. Not possible here, but even still, some fish will get on that upcurrent side to ambush bait. They kind of want to get up there and outcompete the other fish. So hopefully we can get a few bites. We'll see. Water temp in here is 86 degrees. Starting to get really warm. Won't be too much longer. We'll see our first 90. There's a red just busted bait right on the other side of those rocks. Had to be a red. Might as well be on the moon. No chance we can cast back there and get our bait back. All right, so just because you see bait doesn't guarantee you're gonna catch fish. And just because you don't see bait doesn't guarantee you're not going to catch fish. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of bait at all through this area. And that definitely lowers my confidence level. I haven't gotten anything I could even convince myself might be a bite. So I'm going to make a little move and go see if I can find some more bait fish and hopefully some more game fish. Lots of options. It's still very early. The fishing should get better as the day moves along. All right, I've come to another shoreline in the same lake. This one's also rock lined. And fish pretty much the same pattern. Hopefully you can find some bait on this shoreline. Well, I don't care if I find bait or not. Hopefully I find some game fish. Water actually looks better here than when we left. I don't know how that's even possible because it was great where we left. It's absolutely perfect. You couldn't ask for better water. Hopefully the fish agree. Nice cut in the rocks right here. That would be something you definitely want to pulverize on a falling tide. Definitely check it on a rise, but it's less likely to produce. You know, the reason I target whatever will bite this time of year is because the keeper trout, for the most part, have moved outside. They're not in these inside lakes and marshes. Catch a few here and there, certainly, but not the numbers that you caught a month ago. So this time of year for me, it's mostly redfish, flounder, and bass. That's what I'm targeting. All right, my shoreline bite did not happen, so I'm gonna duck into the marsh. I'm gonna throw this green hornet matrix shad on a 1/4 ounce depth grip jig head. Man, I tell you what, I'd pay good money for a falling tide right now because this water is spectacular. I think the fishing would be really good if this water were falling. But you can still find them on a rise, and I'm hoping we do just that. I'm confident with this water clarity, that's for sure. Oh, man, that was a good hit. Well, there we go. Our first, no doubt about it, hit of the day. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I missed him. Oh, there's another hit. Oh, I missed him. What in the world? He was hooked up for a minute. That time I hooked my tail. 3 hits on 3 casts with 0 connections. 4 hits on 4 casts, or maybe 5 casts. That's starting to make me think it's probably small trout. Oh, there we go. Oh, gosh, dang it. What in the world is this? Maybe we'll get to see him. All right, that's a keeper trout. There we go. All right, first fish of the day. Not a big one, but at least 13 inches, that's for sure. He took it deep like he's feeding. I'm gonna measure him to make sure. Yeah, he's 13 and a half. Not a big fish, but this is what you catch inside in the summertime. The tide is ripping into this cut so hard. The wind is at our back, but still the boat is positioned this way because of this tide ripping in. Oh, that was a good hit, and I missed him. Theme of the day. You know, the water's 85 degrees, so these trout are definitely more inclined to kind of hit these baits and spit them all in one fell swoop. I mean, as soon as you feel the hit, he's already spit it. Well, let's see if we get him. This one feels either foul hooked or this feels kind of funny. Oh, might be a red. No, he's foul hooked trout. Hope you heal up, dude. You almost have to set the hook on impulse, just on instinct, I guess, just when you think you might be getting a bite. All right, I'm having a hard time getting down in this swift current, so I'm switched to a 3/8 ounce death grip jig head. I got threaded onto that a Glass Blast Simmer Swimmer. This is the clarity of water for which I had this bait made. It's perfect, just beautiful water. Let's see if we can get some bites on this. Oh man, smoked. How did I miss that fish? Yep, look at that. Got a scale. Not a big one, probably a small trout. Oh, I missed him. I pushed into a little ditch. I mean, just look how small this thing is. It's got 7 feet of water. 8 feet of water. It meets up to a pond in the back. I can see that on my map. Of course, that pond will probably be dumping bait and fish on a falling tide. But again, tide's not falling, it's rising. Gonna turn at some point. Not anytime soon though, because it's screaming right now. Oh, that's gotta be a hog. Yep, look at the big hog. Look at him. Wow, that's a boar. That's gotta be, that's a big one. That's the second hog I've seen in the marsh in the past month. Oh, what is that? Oh, there we go. Keeper trout. All right. Right under the boat. In 7.5 feet of water. Yeah, we were not going to lose him. Look how deep he took it. Oh, shoot. Good hit. There's a good fish. Come on, stay hooked up. Oh, flounder. All right, 5 trips in a row, I've caught a flounder. That's incredible. This is my 5th trip in a row catching a flounder. That's just crazy. That doesn't happen here in South Louisiana, or at least not to me. All right, he was hooked well too. That's good. That fish makes my day. If you saw my last video, I caught 2 of them. It's just crazy. I catch, on average, I'd say about 12 flounder a year. That's kind of my guess. And I've caught, well, at least 6 on the last 5 trips. I caught 2 on my last trip. I may have caught 2 on a previous trip, I don't know. But I've caught at least 1 on the last 5 trips in a row. All right, our tide is still rising, but it is slowing down. It is absolutely slowing down. The change is coming, which I'm not disappointed about. This marsh fishing should be better on a fall than on a rise. Oh, dirty dog. Is there any wonder why I love the marsh? I mean, look how beautiful this place is. Just incredible. I'm not sure I've ever seen a tide die quite this quickly. I mean, relative to what it was doing. Like, it was screaming, and now it is dead. It is doornail dead. There's a fish. There's a dead tide fish. It's a small trout. He's an escape artist. Did not land him. I don't know if he would have made it or not. Definite borderline. Oh, there's a fish. It's got to be foul hooked. Or maybe a red, I don't know. Might be a red. Oh, another flounder. Oh, goodness. Look at this. Almost got impaled, but it was worth it. Got another flounder. Good, I know you're about to go crazy. I'm gonna let you go crazy down there. How about that? There you go. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well, last 2 trips, 2 flounder. That's at least 7 flounder in my past 5 trips, if my math is correct. And maybe more than that. I can't remember if I caught 2 on a previous trip, but I know my last trip I did. That may be common in some places across the country, but it's not here. At least not where I fish. It could be a coincidence, definitely, but it would seem that the fish are coming back. You know, Louisiana instituted a moratorium in the fall. What's it, I think 45 days you can't catch them? You can catch them, you can't harvest them. So it does appear to be helping. Also, we've had much better conditions the last few years for flounder production than we had from like 2010 to 2020. We had some really, really bad years for flounder production then. I always love to catch them. It's my favorite bycatch for sure. All right, I'm just noticing the tide has definitely switched and is now falling. Glad to see it. All right, while I wait for this tide to kind of pick up its pace, I'm gonna work the shoreline of this lake. See what we can find here. I like fishing lake shorelines when the water's high and just beginning to fall. A lot of times these lakes are too shallow right up along the banks to hold fish, but they'll hold them at these high tides. And it's always the possibility to catch a flounder doing this. Now I wouldn't mind another. So I threw up on this bank. I'm gonna show you all the shell on this bank. Hopefully I can even get to this bait. I may not be able to because of all that shell. Look how gorgeous this bank is. Just beautiful. All right, got my bait back. Let's get out of here. All right, I'll make a few casts with this ATV crankbait that I was throwing earlier. It's kind of the perfect bait for this shoreline. It's the 1.0 version. Really doesn't dive a whole lot, maybe a foot or so. Perfect for this shoreline. Not a ton of water here. Where the boat is, it's 2 feet. Ooh, man, there's lots of bait on this shoreline. Lots of bait. Seeing a big old pile of, is it shiners? I can't tell what it is. That's a good sign. Oh, well, you find the bait, you find the fish. It's a tale as old as time. You find the bait, you find the fish. That's a gorgeous redfish. He's not all that big, but he is super pretty. Come on, dude. All right, we got him. I net every redfish, particularly ones that I catch on crankbaits with treble hooks. I don't know. I think he might be a tagger rather than a keeper, but we'll find out shortly. All right, this fish is 17 7/8. Just a little bit too short. No, dude. Let me show the viewers. A little bit too short. I stuck a Tag Louisiana .net tag in him. We're gonna let him go. All right. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, another red. He looks like he might be a squirt bigger. I think he's a keeper. I think he's gonna make the cut if we get him in. So awesome, just so awesome catching these guys. Love it when they are where they should be. All right, looks like he's got this bait really, really well. I think I can flip him. There we go. All right, we got him. Now that I'm getting a look at him, I'm not sure he's legal. I think he's a twin of the one we just let go. Actually, he's a little bit shorter, 17 1/4. Definitely not big enough. He will be in about 5 minutes though. Doesn't take him long to grow. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Yeah, that's a good one. That's about a 20-inch fish or so. That's a no doubt about it. Blue tail, all lit up. Man, super, super fun. I just saw that bait shift in his mouth. Hopefully we get him. Got to get that net. Oh, no, 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 no. That hook is barely in his mouth. Come on, dude. Just give up. Definitely don't want to horse him with the way that hook is in his mouth. All right, we got him. All right. Whew. Definitely keeper red on the ATV. Look how barely he had that bait. That's what I kept seeing. Whew, that one came right out. That one was in there a little better. Gonna need some pliers for that one. That's about a 20-inch fish, maybe a little bigger, 21. He's a take-homer. So if you remember when I was coming through there, I noted that there was a pile of bait. I hooked that one fish, came right back, made the drift, maybe my first or second cast, caught another one, came back. On that one, I think it was my first cast, caught that one. How long will it last? I don't know. It might have been the 3 fish are holding there, but still, just awesome. 2 very near keepers and 1 solid keeper. Fish love this ATV crankbait. Catch a lot of trout on this thing. I've even caught flounder on it, but redfish especially love this thing. I mean, these hits on this bait have not been subtle. They've been crushing it. If this one's played out, you know, there's spots like this all over the shoreline. Look at the bait. Look at the bait. I don't know if you can see that. Just swimming in a circle right here. That's why these fish are here. Seeing all kind of surface activity right on this little point here. That's where I caught 2 of them. One of them was just a little bit more back right here. Let's see, that should be the cast. If there's any more there. All right, we might have wore out our welcome, understandably. The way I work this ATV is just to cast and twitch it. Reel, twitch, reel, twitch. Sometimes a single twitch, sometimes a double twitch. Looks like we're coming up on another bayou here. It's always so difficult for me not to go into those bayous. Let's go exploring. Oh, oh, look at this, a flounder. Oh, stay in. Oh, goodness, that's 3. Dude, he crunched that bait. Lucky, very lucky to get him. That's 3 flounder on the day. Yeah, dude, I know you've been fooled. Very unlucky fish, and I'm a very lucky angler. That fish went crazy on the surface. Hopefully that came out on camera. That was awesome. Yeah, as I was mentioning, flounder also hit this ATV. Man, the wind just went to a crazy level. Got me looking around for a storm, but I don't see one. Oh, missed him. That was a good trout hit. Look how hard this tide is rolling out. It was screaming in just as hard 30 minutes ago. Oh, good Lord. Man, I've gotten some ferocious hits at the mouth of this bayou. It's gotta be small trout. They're just pounding it. Just when I set the hook, there's just nothing there. Welcome to summer. All right, I'm gonna give up on that bayou. Lots of hits, not any connections, I don't think. No connections. Oh, goodness, I missed him. Good hit. What in the world was that? And how did I miss him? Oh, it's a nice drain here. Man, beautiful drain. Might have to mine this for a minute. All right, let me throw that matrix in there. See if there's any trout. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. That was a great hit. He was hooked up for a second. What are you? That's a nice trout. Is he gonna make it into the boat? That's the question. Well, he ain't that nice. I think he's a keeper though. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he's a 13. We will check, however. All right, this dude makes the tag team. We're gonna let him go. He was real close, but not close enough. All right, I've returned to this cut that I hit when the tide was rising. Now it's falling hard. There were a few trout right here at the mouth. We'll see if there's still some here. I don't think they were very big. I got a bunch of bites with only a few connections, but I did catch a few keepers. So worth coming back. I mean, obviously you'd suspect this to be better on a fall than on a rise, so, but we will see. Yeah, a fish. All right, glass blast simmer swimmer. That's a nice one. We got this current line coming out this bayou here. I guess I need to hold this here. See if he's got any buddies. I went up into that bayou, didn't get a bite, but it would make sense that all those fish would relocate out here because that tide is just so swift. There's nothing they can do to ambush bait in there. They can't even hole there. It's just running too hard. There we go. Oh, I missed him. See, it's much more diffused out here. So you figure there's gonna be disoriented bait fish all throughout here.
That's 1, 2, 3.
All right, that's how many flounder I caught. 3 flounder in one trip, 8 flounder over the last 5 trips. Definitely would appear that population is rebounding. I could not be happier about that. I love catching flounder. So what have you been finding on your fishing trips, either here in Louisiana or outside Louisiana? Are you catching more flounder this year than you have historically? If you are inside Louisiana, or even if you're outside, let us know the general area you're fishing. It would just be really cool to hear from all of you. All right, this was a super fun trip. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.